The day I moved into my new home, I had no idea it would become the start of an unforgettable saga. But as soon as I pulled into my driveway, it all began with one woman, the infamous Karen of the neighborhood. I had just unloaded the last of my boxes when I saw her. She was standing on her front porch, glaring at me with narrowed eyes, hands on her hips. I waved, thinking she was just another curious neighbor. But instead of a friendly greeting, she scowled and immediately walked over to my yard where my car was parked. "Excuse me," she called out, her voice cutting through the air. "You can't park there. The HOA rules say parking is only allowed in designated spots." I looked at her, baffled. "It's my driveway, though," I said, pointing at the space. "I'm moving in." But Karen wasn't having any of it. She raised a hand as if signaling the beginning of a grand performance. "I don't care what you're doing. You're already breaking the rules. I'm calling the cops." Before I could even respond, she whipped out her phone and dialed 911. At that moment, my stomach dropped. This was not the welcome I had hoped for. I thought about the moving trucks, the mess, and the entire process of getting settled, all being interrupted by this angry woman over a parking space. What happened next was something I'd never forget. As the cops arrived, Karen's smug look faded, and I could see the realization dawning on her face. The officer approached and asked her what the problem was. She proudly started explaining how I was breaking HOA regulations and causing a disturbance. But when the officer turned to me, I calmly explained that I was the new homeowner and this was my property. The officer, after a quick look at my paperwork and a few phone calls, gave Karen a stern look and turned to me. "You're fine. There's no issue with your parking here." Karen's face went bright red and the officer walked away, leaving her standing there fuming. But she didn't give up. For weeks after, she tried to cause trouble, attempting to block my driveway, reporting me for everything under the sun. But every single time, the law sided with me. She learned the hard way that trying to intimidate someone new to the neighborhood wasn't going to work. Now when I drive past her house, I can't help but smile. She learned the lesson that day: never mess with someone's peace of mind, especially when they own the land.